everyone. My name is Hara Katsiki and I am a quantum healer, member of the Quantum Healers Forum and community. And we are celebrating the Worldwide Regression Week 2020. So this is a video where I'm going to be introducing myself and hopefully you get to know me a little bit better. And I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So I am a quantum healer and I am practicing QHHT. I'm in level 2. I'm practicing since 2016. I'm also a BQH practitioner since its inception in 2018. And I'm also a teacher of the School of the Heart, found by Daniel Mittel, and which is associated with the School of Remembering from Jumba Melchizedek. So I am offering private QHHT and BQH sessions. QHHT are only done privately on one-on-one, and BQH are also done online. Yes, we start to connect, and this connection happens in both sides. So the clients, they already start to get signs. They already start to get synchronicities that might be in their everyday life, that might be in dreams. I've heard cases where clients have even dreamt of me before their session, where I am there observing them or talking to them. And they have, I have heard cases where they dream of Dolores Cannon. And also what happens is that it's possible that they will start to get the answers. They start to get answers, and they even start to get healing just even before they do their quantum healing session. And I have cases where they even they didn't want to have the session anymore. They didn't need the session anymore because all the issues that they had were resolved. They got the answers that they were looking for, or the healing, or whatever was the intention for the session. So yes, then the energetic connection starts from the moment that they, not only when they decide to call for the session, but the moment they start to think about it. And also me, as a practitioner, I also start to energetically connect with them, and I often do get guidance prior to the session from my guides, from my team, my spiritual team. They give me guidance and important information about the session, things I need to consider, things that are very important for this session, and generally advice. So I always send them an email with instructions, which includes practical advice and tools on how to prepare themselves in a practical and physical level, and mental even. But I would like to say that none of these tools, I don't believe any of them is really mandatory. What do I mean by that? That I think the most important thing, if you decide to have a session, is to be in that state of knowing that you have and you are going to have a connection with your higher self, and then knowing that you're going to get exactly what it is that you need. And whether from that place on you would like to prepare yourself further, then yes, go ahead and do that. But the preparation is more energetic than practical, I believe, and that and the higher self, from the moment you decide to have a quantum journey and connect to that part of yourself, this part of you, the higher self, is already connecting to you and preparing you. So my studio for private sessions is in Berlin, in Kreuzberg, in Germany. And I do travel for sessions, of course, but I'm based here in Berlin. How does my space look like? My space is a big studio. It's very cozy. It's filled with plants and crystals and lots of art hanging on the walls because I'm also an artist. And I have a beautiful big wooden bed for the regression, for the hypnosis part. Yeah, that's it. That's my space. So nervousness is normal, first of all, and is a product of the conscious mind. So basically, our conscious mind is afraid of what it doesn't know, and it creates fear. So it's just a product of the conscious mind. That being said, it can also be that people get excited before they have a session, and of course that can be translated into nervousness. So it can be just the adrenaline of just being very excited about doing a session like this. But what I would like to advise people is that these sessions are safeguarded by their higher selves, and that means that the higher self who knows everything about you is really going to take care and make sure that you are going to get exactly what it is that you need at this time where you are going to be doing your session, and never ever more than you can handle. I've done hundreds of sessions and never someone was overwhelmed and or overloaded with an experience that he or she couldn't handle. It's everything is been filtered through our team, our guides, and it's given with so much compassion and so much love and so much wisdom that is really beyond our conscious mind to comprehend. So really, there's no need to be afraid of anything. So it's a very nice question, and I believe that every person in every being on this planet is unique, of course. So whoever you choose to have a session with, you're going to have a unique experience. So what will be to have a session with me? What will make it unique? So I am an ancient in-depth healer. I have experience from many different lifetimes. I'm very empathic. I'm extremely sensitive. I'm an intuitive empath. That means that I can feel people in a very deep level, and that means that I can assist people in their sessions by really diving deep inside of them and understanding and feeling what it is that they need at this time. So I can help perhaps to reveal things and that they hadn't think about, or that they didn't want to look at because they were perhaps afraid. Also, I'm very caring, and I'm not judging whatsoever. I come from a place of unconditional love, and I have seen more and more people trust me very quickly, and that's wonderful, and that's great because they can very quickly open up. They remove any kind of safeguards they had, and any kind of barriers, and they allow themselves to really open up, so that we can so then we can really dive deep inside and make the best out of our session. And another thing that I am specialized in is emotional healing. This is something that occurs more and more in my sessions. All kinds of healing, but emotional healing is something that I see happening more and more and more. So what do I do is that I utilize my knowledge and my gifts from other lives and from the higher dimensions that I have been working for thousands of years. So I'm carrying Arcturian and Venusian and Syrian energy predominantly. So this comes through me in my sessions. Also, I'm working with Jesus. I'm working with Mother Mary. I'm working with Archangel Metatron, and I'm working with Dolores Cannon. So all of these beings, they are assisting me. They are by my side. They are close to me when I'm doing sessions, and they guide me and they assist me. So my work is heart-based, is basically heart-based. I open and I activate people's hearts. I activate this sacred space that is inside each and every one of us. I have an activated light body Merkaba, so I carry ascension codes. So whoever I come in contact with, whether it's physical or digital, can trigger their activation and their 5D DNA activation. So also, because I'm doing, I'm working a lot with their emotional and heart and their heart, what happens is that I am able to assist people in activating their heart space, they're activating the sacred heart, which is the gateway to the higher self and to the true self. So I remind people that the only way to remember who they really are is through the heart, is through connecting with this space, with their heart. And there is where the people find all the answers and all the healing, and they find the true self and their connection to all there is, all life everywhere. And so I would like to close with a message from a session that I once had with someone, and I asked, that was at the end of the session, and I was talking to the higher self of my client, and I asked if you would choose one message, what would that be? And so I'm going to read you the answer. I love you. Please, please, please stand in front of the mirror every day and say, I love you. Many times until you believe it. Please listen. Listen to me in the future. Listen more. You are a child of God. You always have been. You are protected in every way. You carry a lot of energy inside you. And now it's time to let that energy flow. Discover your strengths. Discover your abilities and use them for your own good. You will be guided as long as you trust. You know this. You are always guided and you are always protected. Go now. Go now on your journey and make this planet a better place. You will be provided with everything that you need. Everything flows to you with ease and joy and glory. I love you. your higher self.